everyone. Welcome to another episode here, Doctors of Podiatry. Like always, I want to just chatting here with one of our patients. We're going to go ahead and just do a little interactive, we'll call it the video testimonial. But, this patient, so we'll start off by, you presented to our office when did you come see us here?
My first visit was over a year ago. At that point, my foot was such a bad shape. I didn't have no ankle. It was the ligaments were coming apart. After talking to the doctor, he told me, and he took X-ray. He told me that I had lost my talus.
The talus.
The talus, yes. The
talus. One of the three important bones that make up the ankle joint.
Yes, completely. It was completely gone. At that time I had an ulcer, but I had two ulcers before that one. I can hardly stand up.
Were you having a hard time?
Couldn't hardly walk. I had many problems. The basic problem was that I could not support my foot. It was hanging.
And the ankle itself.
The ankle, the foot, it was like hanging. So, I tell you the truth, my first impression after talking to other patients that I had similar problem, they amputated their foot and they had a prosthesis, and actually the doctor told me that.
So you got to our office.
Yeah, Dr. Hugo Fernandez is here in the office. He told me that he would like to do the reconstruction at that point. We didn't do the reconstruction per se the way he prescribed it the first time. And what we end up doing is that they put a rod from the bottom into the bone to hold everything together.
Exactly.
And now everything has sealed. Plate that he thought I was going to have in the foot, so I can move the foot a little bit. But now I'm being able to stand up with the boot on. I haven't tried the charcoal shoes yet.
So
in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna have the shoe made for me.
So just to clarify, you, and to let the audience and all the people know, you had a case of Charcot.
Yes. And
just to refresh everyone's memory, Charcot is what we call a neuroarthropathy. Essentially, what happens is the bones, as a result of your diabetes, the bones become soft, brittle, and they start to sort of auto-fracture sometimes.
Yes.
And in your particular case, the talus, like you said it before, basically just disappeared. And a lot of the bones in the ankle started to collapse. And the end result was essentially you were walking on a bag of bones.
Yes.
So they decided to not only put the rod, but they also ended up putting an external fixator, what we call the halo.
After the operation.
Correct.
The first operation, they put a larger fixator. Then they did the second operation where they put the rod in, and they put a second fixator, which is a little smaller.
Exactly.
But everything took about 3.5 months altogether.
So tell everyone, has it been a walk in the park?
No. It has been more like climbing to Mount Everest.
Exactly. But, and you've been
comparing before the operation, the way I was, to where I am right now.
Tell me about that.
I'm really glad that I went over and came back down.
You went to the summit and came back down.
Went to the summit and came back down. I still got a little more to go, and that I gotta adjust my life, knowing that I have a disease in my foot, but it's like almost in control. And for everybody that knows, I started with my A1C and diabetes A1C around almost 9 when I had the charcoal.
And for all the viewers, the A1C is the marker that gives you the average of the 3 months prior,
Yes.
the average of his blood sugars. The number 9 is high. Just to
Very
give,
high, extremely high.
right. So you want it usually at 4 or 5, just to give everyone a little background. But go ahead.
Well, right now, the last reading was 3 months ago. I had it at 6.5.
That's
And
fantastic.
hopefully I have it at 6.9 now. I gotta see the doctor again. I just took the lab test.
How has this unfortunate ride changed your life from the beginning to, and let's say today? How has it changed?
Well, I've always been a person that like to work and do things and move around. And when this happened to me, it's like kind of like took my life apart. And that I always wanted to retire early, but not this way. Not a forced retirement, but it's a journey that nobody can foresee. And then
Or understand, for that matter.
understand. Actually, I didn't know anything about charcoal. I heard about diabetic foot, but not charcoal, this is to me, in my experience, I think it's worse than just having the pain and the neuropathy and pain, but this is completely worse.
So if there are people or patients out there that have not necessarily Charcot, say an ulcer, what would you say to them?
Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor, take care of it. Learn how to take care of the ulcer at the beginning stages. Do not wait until it's too late. I had the opportunity that I decided to go to the hospital right away when I first ulcer up here. And then because of that, I learned how to take care of it, so I keep it under control.
Someone, just going back to the beginning of the conversation, you heard stories and horror stories that they were, amputation of leg and so on and so forth. When we talk about saving limbs and saving lives, this is what we do. So, I'm extremely happy for you.
Well, I'll tell you as much. I thank you, Dr. Fernandez, for the opportunity to walk again. Even if I have a limp, if my foot is a little shorter, I have to have special shoes and all that stuff. But just the ability to be able to walk again without prostheses it has opened my eyes to a new future.
I think you will inspire a lot of people to really get a different perspective, because when you haven't been through what you've been through, it's hard for people to understand. It's hard.
It is.
So this is why I like to do these videos, to give people from all walks of life the opportunity to hear from someone that's been through that.
Well, I'm going to tell you this much, and for everybody that's watching right now the video. At the beginning, I was frustrated. I was angry. I thought it was the end of my life, per se, the way it was. But I had learned so much. And one thing that I learned is, do not hide it. Do not wait. Do what you have to do right away. The longer you wait, the more problems you have. If you attack the problem at the very beginning, if you attack whatever is causing the problem, if you attack that right away, and then you do it possibly, then you don't have no more problems.
If you could say something to the entire team here that has helped you throughout these last many months, what would you say to them?
There's not one complaint. I always had the help that I needed. I always have people that take care of me. Honestly, very simple, very humble, very honest, but take care of me without no complaints, not one bad look because of my conditions. other than that, they help me out in every single way. I really thank everybody here. I thank the girls and nurses, the assistants, that they took care of me every single time that I came to the office in a very, very, very good way. They went out of their way to me. They're probably like that to everybody else, but to me, they went out of their way to help me out.
I just want to say thank you for taking the opportunity to do this, because I think a lot of people will obviously be able to relate. There's a reason why we do these videos. You know, this patient, when we talk about passion, right, what we do and the amount of passion that we put into these cases, this is not something that happens overnight. These limb salvage cases are very complex and very, very time consuming for everyone, for the entire team. Aside from passion, patience.
A lot of patience.
A lot of patience. And, you know, having the right people on the bus is the key to being able to achieve what we did.
It is.
So I hope everyone has enjoyed this video. I have. You know, we're not magicians, we're humans, and I called it the 90-10 rule. Our part was sort of the easy part. The 90% was on the patient. We had a compliant patient who made the personal, right here and here, made the decision to get better. He's lost a lot of weight.
Yes.
He has lowered he's got his diabetes under control.
Yes.
And most importantly, and we'll end the video with, and he has his leg, which he can walk on.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching, everyone.